Welcome to this first episode of the Story of Brownies. We want to tell you about what Brownies is and why a group of friends decided to spend a lot of their free time on this project. The first question you might have is what the Brownies project is about. Stefan, could you tell us what this project is about and why you started it?
Yeah, well, in short, it's actually a very simple concept. So what we want to do is we actually want to provide fresh water in developing countries, and we do this by separating salt from seawater. So then you basically have fresh water. But we also want to sell the salt in wealthy countries. So if you sell the salt in wealthy countries, then someone in the wealthy country can contribute to this water scarcity problem in a developing country. So that's basically the concept. I think we all have our own reasons why we want to be a part of it. So what is your reason actually, Jasper?
One thing is that we are participating in this project because we really like the idea behind it, and not because we want to earn a lot of money or just want to do business. Or it's like, yeah, we are here because we think this, we should do. Yeah, that was my motivation. Yeah. So what's your motivation for the Brownies project, Cas?
I think I realized the impact of water scarcity in 2017 when I was in Kenya, and I had dinner with a family from the Maasai, and they were on the move to have water and have food. Back then I was like, why does this still exist? We in this world are capable of going to the moon even 50 years ago or inventing the internet, but still there are people, many people in the world not having fresh drinking water. True. So that was my story. What about you, Harry?
I'm from Chennai, which is one of the severely drought-affected cities in the world. Having experienced lack of clean drinking water personally, I feel I should contribute to the cause with my studies and any other possible opportunities. When I came here and I saw just get drinking water on tap, I was so surprised because back in India that's not the case. I would consider this one of my achievements in my life. If people ask me, I would say I've worked on a project which could turn around lots of people and make more people get equality in life, I would say. In that case, I'm really happy about that.
I guess for me I was thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. And at some point I started realizing, okay, I want to do something that is useful. I want to do something important. So I started a group, and in this group we had a bunch of people working on ideas. And we asked ourselves the question, how could we contribute to this water scarcity problem that we have worldwide? And then we came up with this idea, and for me that was like a realization moment. Well, wow, this could be like a life project because it makes something that's so useful.
In general, 1/3 of the world is in need of has water scarcity, and that basically is very simple. That means they need more water than is available. That's quite a lot. A lot.
A third is a lot, man. Yeah, it's not just that you don't have drinking water. It's also, if you don't have fresh water, you cannot produce food, so you don't have food as well. So you can see that this problem, if you don't have fresh water, then you also have a lot of other problems as a result of no fresh water.
And it's not only on the small scale that people...
As you can see from these various motivations, the mission of these guys is very clear: to secure the whole world with the most important necessity of life, fresh and healthy drinking water. However, that's easier said than done. Let's find out how they plan to do it.
So we can separate the salt from the water, that we have fresh water and salt, for example.
But what's new about it? There are lots of desalination plants all over the world. And how different would Brownies be from this?
Yeah, but in all those ideas, it's just that they put the salt back into the water. But what if we make this salt useful as well? So salt is actually a product which is used in a lot of things. Yeah. So we could make it as just for dining salt, or for like a bathing product or cosmetics. So maybe if we sell those things in like a wealthier country like the Netherlands, then then we have like sustainable water, right?
Yeah, I think so then. So a Dutch guy in the Netherlands can simply contribute to the solution by just buying salt.
Exactly.
I think it's that easy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sounds good. So yeah, there are a lot of people in the world who have this problem. So how can we start with this?
I think it's necessary to narrow it down to start our project to be more focused on. Do you have any suggestion or?
I think it is important, otherwise things are too broad. And I think since we have some experience in Kenya, we know a bit about the culture, we know some people there, I think it makes sense to focus on that one.
So if we for now say Kenya is a suitable location, it also has a sea, so that's also kind of
necessary.
Kind of necessary.
Meeting the requirements.
We have salt water, so
The accessibility.
Yeah, and also you can't help everyone in one time. So just
Start small.
start small indeed. Yeah.
Okay, let's make it clear with a fancy animation. So, we have people all over the world in need of fresh water. Let's take Africa, for example. We start by constructing a plant which separates salt from seawater and so making fresh water. The fresh water will be distributed to those in need. Once we have separated the salt from the water, we are left with a lot of salt. The salt will be shipped to wealthy countries where people can buy salty products. The money earned by selling these products can be used to create and maintain plants all over the world.
So that sounds as a good idea, but how are we gonna do it?
Okay, I think we can use multi-stage flash cycle. This is one of the commonly used desalination plants across the world, where you use seawater in a flash container, processed along with high pressure steam, following it with low pressure containers to extract maximum waters from it. We have a good practical solution for it, I would say.
Okay, that sounds a bit complicated. But isn't there an easier way to do this, to separate?
what about we just evaporate water with solar energy at one location and condense it in another location? Then you basically have fresh water because you have the salt out of the water, right?
Sounds way simpler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't we try it out by building a prototype?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good idea. Maybe I could ask if we can do it in my backyard.
I guess so. All the good ideas in the history started in our backyard. So
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But what if, for example, it doesn't work and we decide after 1 year that we're not going to make it then?
Yeah, that could happen, but
But at least then we've tried to make a difference. So and we have great fun.
And also a lot of experience with it.
there's not so much to lose and a lot to win.
A lot to gain, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go for that.
Yeah, let's go for it then.
Sounds good.
These guys want to contribute to solving this worldwide problem, water insecurity. They want to design a sustainable system that can always provide fresh water for everyone. They want to make it easy for people like you to contribute to the solution. So that's it. These guys want to separate salt from water. I never understood why they want to separate salt from the water. I like to drink my water salty. But if you do understand, you can get in contact with them.